Okie dokie, smoky wokey. Oh, I don't know if anyone can hear me or if anything's working. Let's just see if my. No, what's going on here? Whoa, something's happening. Whoa. Ha ha! Let's see. No, wrong button. See if my voice has come through. Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My voice has come through. Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. Okay, so I will not be as slick as usual because live chat. This is going to be a pain in the bumhole. Oh, what the hell? The button, not top chat, live chat. So I've got my tablet open, which has not been ever so reliable in the past in staying open and on. Right, here we are. We are at the high-speed ring. I like this track. I do like this track. I would like it. I'd enjoy it to drive, even though it's slow. Slow. So we've got some things going on here. Let's get some informations up. See if we can use the nicknames. I've not got to my PC to show me my informations, as the German would say. The informations are not available. Oh, nicht? I want to say nicht. Nicht? Oh, okay. What's going on there? So, welcome to round 7. High-speed ring in reverse, which I drove for the first time a little bit earlier today, just so that I had some idea what's going on. Turn 1, which was the final turn before, we're going to have a look at this now. It's tonic. What's the tonic doing here? That's unusual. So, Mr. Deck, who's there? Mr. Deck there. Pushing the buttons. I'm not liking this at all, is it? So, JD's in the around now. Everyone else is in the pits. So, this is not going to be a wet race. This is going to be a race with sort of random, you know, random. And let's get this random weather. There you go. That's English. I'm not sure Mr. Tonic should be here because I don't remember him being part of the Pro series. I mean, if it's okay with everybody else and it happens and he gets in there and all that kind of stuff, whatever. I'm not in charge. Just do that. I'm just typing. Just trying to share the whatever this is called, the thing with the thing, which we're talking on right now, and you were all listening to. Well, no one's listening to because no one's watching it, but let's do the thing. Oh, here you go away. Right, fine, done that. Yeah, so we have. Let's do a quick recap of who's in the lead. Deck is still in the lead. All right, so there was some argy-bargy last week about qualifying. The rules have been clarified. Again, not something I am not to worry about. What the hell's going on here? Oh, right, okay. So I think I have to leave and go back in. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's been an update to Gran Turismo 7, and the update has plonked qualifying in the mix. There is now actual qualifying. This, of course, locks people into the tyre they're qualifying on, and you get like a grid start and all that kind of stuff. Polyphony, or polyphony, as some people like to call it. I don't, because it's not very good. They don't really know what they're doing with the racing, do they? But they've added it, so finally, I doubt if they've lost the glitching and the lag. But what we have is we have Beck still in the lead with 214 points. Catching up, Opel on Pop. Opel on Pop, who is our mate. I mean, they're all our mates. So, no, brain's gone. I think it's Miko. Yeah. It's in second with 195 points, 162. We've got Tailwaits2, which is Timo Leto. Aerolapenen, who is Epu 1990 something or other. Let's see if I can have a look at what's going on. Can I spectate? Yes, that's good. So this is all new again. Everything will go wrong. You know this is true. Still doesn't keep the display as I want it. So, I mean, you don't need to know all this kind of stuff. It's very competitive, but it's I reckon it's a race for the championship between Deck and Opel Pop, and that's all we really need to worry about. So what the heck is definitely there? Okay, okay. Let's do something here. Yes. Sammy Helenius. Yeah, somebody we all know and love. So, Opel on Pop is Sammy Helenius. Let's go through our people. I'm not going to bother going through all the results there. Right, let's see if we've got any comments. Oh, it's not actually doing it live, so let's do it live. We can see what's going on. We can see that no one's watching, and we can see that there are no comments. But that's fine. Okay. Right. Let us go. This is the 15 minutes, so nearly 5 minutes of the actual 15-minute qualification is gone. Oh, we've got somebody watching. Oh, my gosh. Excellent, everybody. Oh, hit me my phone. Don't do that. So, Timo Leo is currently fastest. Deck in his McLaren is next. Dan Michelin, the also for Unpro, second in the championship, is next. Now you see how close it is. You don't know who. Oh, Tonic the Hedgehog is right up there. That's not his real name. Let's find out what his real name is. What's happened? John Tonic. Something like that. People watching, and I've got 2 comments, none of which have come through. That's good. I'm using my tablet. Oh, there you go. I'll do it all. So, Geico says, Roo, that's me. Auntie Ant, hello, Auntie Ant. Hello, how you doing? Don't let the potholes hurt your back. Well, my back's pretty much fully recovered. I was skipping around earlier, that was very, very good. Then it took 3 days lying flat on my back, and I was fine. So Tonic the Hedgehog, I don't know, Geico, if you're still listening, is Tonic meant to be there? Is this a new thing I don't know about? Anyway, so then we got Nika, Scotsman, ooh, Scotsman, double U's are in, not W, the letter W, but double letter U, one of those in Finnish. Deck, oh, up to 4th now, you can see they're all quite close together. So this is a night race and there is weird weather happening. So earlier I went on this track in the reverse direction using a couple of different cars. I did it in the wet and in the dry just to get to know it a little bit. And I've got to say, I like this track. I know it fairly well. Doesn't mean I'm very good at it, but I really like it. I know it. It's really weird in reverse. So that corner you still have to brake for and get it right. It's just, it opens instead of tightens. As before it tightened, now it opens. This one you can still do flat, no problem. It's really weird because you've got so much room on the exit of that bend to do whatever you need to do, but you don't need it because it also opens. It's like the main corners all open. There's our JD. And you know there's Morgan. JD or Whiskey File. Check out his channel. Mikey's in the pits. Mikey from near. He's in County Cork, but he's near the. Is it a city or a town? I don't actually know. Of Cork. It's a very famous place. There's all these. If you know the area, there's all these Cork and Kerry jokes, which is the equivalent of sort of English and Irish and Scotsman, but specifically for Ireland. So, you know, it makes me feel better when I'm doing those other jokes. Yeah, this the S bend here is pretty much as awful. It's kind of the same. You've got to be really careful with the throttle. If you put too much throttle in at any point, you're going to hit the wall, you're going to spin, you get weight transfer. Then let's do. There you go. You're on board. And then that corner there. Nearly 9 minutes into this 15-minute qualifying session at the moment. This one, you can take full throttle on the way in. You do have to lift. It's not as much as you think, like a change down halfway and a bit of a lift and then back on full throttle is all you really need. Just to cope with that little bit. This bit, try and hold it in like you, just like you do coming the other way. The advantage is you've got a bit of a runoff coming out of it, and then you come into this, which is normally a brake, and then people take the apex, some people do that and use the camber. You've got to watch you don't end up on the grass there. Everything from this point onwards is full throttle. It's all about getting your line right, but there's as little steering input in as you can. Not doing that. Sorry, JD. Not doing that. Going up the curve, maximising the speed. Now this one, corner 1 now. You can enter full throttle. I found it's funny because I did like 5 laps in the Porsche, the 911, the safety car, and you go in, the fastest by a good second, the fastest that I managed to do that is you keep full throttle and then you lift it down a fifth for half a second, half a second, and then you draw it again. That stops you ending up going out on the grass, but it gets you really good speed. So Tonic's happy with his time. Timo 7.2. Deck, what's happening with Deck? He's Deck doing his normal thing. I don't actually know if they've got maybe a new record or something. Probably a new fastest lap for himself. Let's just check quickly. Yep. This is going to be interesting with the I also did it in the wet, and wow, the time. No one's allowed to overtake on their qualifying lap. This caused a bit of an issue last time. We were calling for a 1 lap flying lap qualifying. I hate those things. They did it in Formula 1. Boring as hell. I like to see. Tonic saying this. Here's a guess. Is he listening? Somebody's listening. Let's see if I can. Not earning any points. No, Sammy is in second. So just taking a position from by a tiny amount. Oh my goodness! Look at that. Hundredths of a second between Sammy. Oh, Dex just done something stupid. Could have stayed on board with him. Oh my goodness. So what has he done? 107.483 compared with the 107.522 from Tonic the Hedgehog. Sammy 107.719. So I presume then that Tonic, wherever Tonic comes, because he doesn't feature into the point system, it won't make any difference to first, second, third points allocated. Good. Right, so remember everybody, you get points for qualifying, first, second and third on the grid, 3, 2, 1 point. You also get a 1 point for fastest lap, and then you get 45 down to something lower, which was 15, so everybody gets points. Everybody should, but even if you finish last, you get a decent number of points. So no one should rage quit. It is not acceptable. Oh, bright lights, bright light. Like you see, where it's going wrong in this place. Oh my goodness, we've got like a minute and a half left. I should put this in. I should put this in. I keep being told to put this in. Put 1 minute left. 1 minute. There you go, do that. Sammy is catching. Oh, Lester's got out of the way, or crashed, one of those two. He's on a wall riding or starting to get out of the way. Look at the time that he's doing, 46 thousandths of a second. And again, Sammy, very, very consistent. Look at those 3 times, 1077, 1077, 1077. That's very consistent indeed. Timo, hello, you're in the chat. Awesome. So did you get out of his way, or did you just hit the wall? I don't know either way, good on you. Wonderful. This is going to be a really good race, because there are, I mean, look how close these top times. Deck's only 39 thousandths of a second ahead of Tonic, who's only 2 tenths ahead of Sammy, who's only 46 thousandths of a second ahead of Timo, and then It's only like 1.114 tenths ahead of Mika. Oh, that's Miko, right? Because I can't pronounce his surname. Again, less than 2 tenths to Mika, less than 2 tenths to JD, and then Mikey, who really is struggling there, man. Mikey really is struggling. That is really unusual because Mikey's fast, man. He really is fast. He's obviously not clicking with this reverse circuit here. It is a tricky, and the rain is coming down. See, this is what's going to be happening now. The information I have gathered from the thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. You too in yours. I think you'll be awesome. I'm pretty sure I'm completely know you will be awesome. Right, what do I need to do here? Do I need to exit and go back in? No, just let it all happen. Let it all happen. What a way to grab P1. I mean, see, that's what I like. That's why I don't like the 1 lap qualifying nonsense. Sorry, Mika. It's not a slight against you. It's just that I've seen it, I've experienced it, and it was crap. It does okay for some people, but it doesn't do okay for most people that like racing. Right. Okay, it's doing its thing again. Right, we're on board. Let's look behind. So far, so good. Sammy, it's really good again. Good starts. And there's Miko. Oh, something very strange happened there to Miko. It didn't look like anybody touched him. Sammy's having trouble getting around that first corner. And Timo, the wise old dog. Look at him. Sammy tapping Timo out. And I don't think this is lag. I think this is genuine racing. Tonic the Hedgehog. I know that's not his actual name, but I really like that name. So I'm using it. Okay, so Miko is now at the back, behind JD. Mikey's got ahead of JD somehow. We'll have to go back over that one. Let's go back to Sammy, who's catching up with the slipstream. What's he going to... Is he video? Did he actually end it through the inside of Deck's car? Honestly, it looked like they merged together. But Deck's coming back with the slipstream in return. Now, again, this is a very strange first corner. Because... So Deck's compromised on his entry. Yeah, see, that's lag. What's going to happen now? Deck's got the inside line, but because this is an S-bend... Oh! Compromised inside line. Sammy's taking it. See, this is what I was hoping for. A really nice, fun, clean race. Come on, Tonic, you're fast. Get going. For the what's the word? For the Pride of Ireland. I don't know why I said Ireland in like the West Company accent. Right, so Sammy going high, using the camber of the road, and it worked for him. He's gained a bit of time. Oh! Timo must have done the same thing. Deck's down to third. Tonic is watching from behind, but you see this is not the end because there is slipstream here. Top 5 all on racing softs. So see, Deck is now able to use the full width of the road. Oh, he got on the dirt and he's lost it. Oh my giddy trouser-leg bottom face. Mika, everyone's gone past. Everyone's gone past Deck. Remember, Deck, you get points. Don't rage quit. You get points. That looked to me like it was dirty up there, and it just took the grip away from the rear. That was my first. Oh, okay, Deck's in the chat. That was my first time catching his face. Deck. I keep not telling Deck off, but I have had one conversation where I mentioned that he could pull his finger out. So Miko, I mean, look, you can see the dirt there. That's really. I don't know how that actually translates to real life because we know that the polyphone is shit. feeling in the steering anymore, I don't mind anything else. I'm trying to find ways of enjoying this game, but without feeling in the steering, I'm rubbish. So. Right, what we're looking for now is a recovery drive from the deck. What will happen if the luck runs his way with tyre choices and rain? Because we don't know. It is going, time's moving faster, it is going to get dark, and also, so there you go. A little bit lower than last time. It really does take chances with that grass at the end there. I actually spun on one of my practice laps. Timo's got the fastest lap. Remember, there's a point for fastest lap as well. That's already got 3 points extra for qualifying pole. So, you know, it's pretty close to the top between Sammy, who's in the lead, and Deck, who's now last. But that won't stay that way, I don't think, because he is going fast. He's driving like the loony that he is. Loony in a bit. So, we'll see what happens here. It could just be that the McLaren's not best set up for this track, says the man commentating on the guy who got pole. Right, here we go. Sammy's a second faster than Timo. I mean, they're within sight of each other. Oh, but Sammy screwed that up on the entry anyway. Yeah, you've got to be, one of the things I've discovered in my ham-fisted way is that through that S-bend, in either direction, you've got to be, look at them. They're not wall riding, this isn't wall riding, this is just using the camber of the bank track. Something I have not learned to do yet. I tend to sort of go for the apex because I can't figure out how to sort of get myself to do anything else. Or hit things. I'm quite good at it. But it's getting dark. Oh! Look at that! Tonics! What's going on here? Oh, he's in the McLaren as well! He's in the McLaren as well! That McLaren isn't slow. Oh my goodness! So now, Tonics are best, as he stated. He's not going to be getting any points for all this, but this does make for an exciting race. Fantastic! Look at JD up to fifth. So, lights on. Tonic. Very good instructor. Seems to be holding Timo up in the S-bend, but you can't do much about it. There. They're all going high. I really need to go. So, Timo's got a good run on Tonic. Let's just see what the gap is to the front. 1.5 seconds. Sammy's actually, he's going high for the whole lot. That's interesting. It lengthens the corner, and he's lost time by doing that. But Timo is up the inside. You've got a bit of a run on him, but this will really compromise entrance this corner. He's backed up a little bit, because it can hit this corner. You really need to be able to get the full width of the track on the left there. And it does not seem to have been able to see Timo's catching on that, always catching on that S-bend in all of the two occasions we've watched them. Sammy's not pulling away anymore. Of course, we do not know what it feels like. This has got, I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is like a sort of a Monza situation, or it's more like the Indy F1 track, where there is such a massive amount of full throttle that you really need the power, or you lose a lot of time. A lot of time. Now, he's far enough ahead, Sammy, to not be giving anybody else a slip from advantage. But Tonic is definitely pulling away a little bit. Well, he's holding his own against Timo. But Timo's a wily old fox. So look at the fuel. The fuel, all very similar. Mika, 3.3 seconds behind. Now Mika, it's funny, you know, Mika we have seen often at the back, but he's in fourth, which is fantastic. This is really good. See, Mika, talented driver, but in the pro category, you know, so, you know, he's up against the fastest of us in our little community. Holding his own in fourth position, that's awesome, because he's 10 seconds ahead of Miko. Now Miko, we're going back to look at this in the first lap or so, with the replay. Miko had a big issue. He's done a fantastic job of getting back up to fifth after just losing the back end or something. It didn't look like anybody touched him, but that may not be true, because we know what the lag is like. What you see is not necessarily what happened. So we'll go back and have a look and see if we can work out what happened to him later. Deck! See, this is what I was hoping for. This is something that I would actually be quite up for having a look at. Deck, if your colour mistake was high on the track, going through corner one, which you can take flat, you need to go down a gear and lift, and then you go flat again. Oh, he's pushing hard. Adele is pushing hard. Oh, you have a flag. What's going on? Who's crashed? What's happened there? Oh, Mika's had an issue. Lap 9. Remember lap 9, everybody. We'll see what happened to Mika. Oh, yeah. Took the corner too shallow. Understeered out into the wall. Deck coming past him. I mean, these two had an argument on Twitter. Not an argument on Twitter. On Discord. But that doesn't mean... Oh, what the hell? What the hell's going on there? What the hell's going on there? Now that's unfortunate. That looked... Right, lap 9. Lap 9 we're going to have a good look at for a couple of reasons. Because there was a lot of lag. Deck was not quite ahead. That's... Okay, I don't know what to say about that without seeing it. We know how bad the lag is. Mika, I'm convinced that Mika is not the kind of person that would punt someone off. Absolutely not. I've seen a few rash moves in my 3 seasons of commentating on this, Pro-Am and then the Pro, but very rarely in eDTM do we see people punting people off or rage driving, you know. So I'm certainly not saying that, but something went on there, whether it was the lag or what, I don't know, but that, it was definitely a case of Deck being spun. And now Mika's got a half-second penalty. Deck's in the pits. He's decided to take this opportunity to sort of... The rain is coming down. Wow, I didn't have to... That was that before. So, soft. Everyone's on softs. Deck's, I'm guessing, going to put intermediates on. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Mikey, having real problems on this track. That doesn't mean it's slow. I mean, let's get this clear. All right? Just... Mikey's not slow. He's just struggling with this track. Everyone has tracks that they don't click with. It's interesting, so from my point of view, Mikey put in the chat earlier, he doesn't know what he's doing wrong. Now that pretty much sums up every single lap of every single race I do. So, you know, when I'm just so slow, when I'm on bronzes and all of my friends are on golds for track experience, or like earlier I did this track. I can't remember what track it was. I can't remember what truck it was. Did the circuit experience anyway. And I was on silver. I was like, well, I do like this track and I'm doing quite well on the sectors. And when it came to the full lap, I was unrunned. It's like, what the hell? I've lost like 3 seconds just doing an entire lap. I don't know. Anyway, so rain is coming down, everyone is in. I mean, that's worked out quite well for them, because if you look at the fuel, the tyres are in decent condition, but the fuel, they're almost out. Everyone's almost out of fuel, so they're all going to be coming in. And so Mika's on wets. Mikey's now on wets. Deck has been on wets for a bit, so he's got a bit of a head start on this. Let's see. Look at the time differences. Look at that. Going from 107s, Tonic's got the fastest lap of the race. Now, we've got to be careful, because Tonic is a guest, so he's not getting points. But he's got the fastest lap, so we need to know who is the fastest lap otherwise. 107.3. Oh, get out the bloody way. See, this does my head in. Get out of the way. See, it puts that in the way. 107.2, that's Tonic. Okay, fine. Why does it put it there? Why don't I put it somewhere that doesn't cover something else? 107.6, 107.3, 107.8, 107.7, 107.6, and 10. Wow, he's struggling, isn't he? Not 3 seconds of that faster. That makes me feel better, because we know he's fast. 107.5. So at the moment, the fastest lap is Deck in the point system. 107.388. No, it's not. It's Timo. It's Timo. So Deck is 18 seconds behind. He is 8th position, so we've got a bad load of points just for being last. You can see, I mean, look at the difference. 116 compared to 107. Yeah, there's no grip. There's no grip here. The car I was driving was an 880 horsepower McLaren Mercedes SLR, and I could not put full throttle in any gear. And someone's crashed. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Don't know why. Or is it just because it's wet? Just watch him go around, watch him go around. Like a Batmobile. Oh, especially with the flames there. That's what I'm talking about. It's pushing, it's pushing. Oh, let's see. Okay, Deck, you just need to keep yourself going, mate. Keep yourself going. Go at whatever points you can get. Breathe. Calm yourself. Just reset and recenter yourself, but you're super fast, you know you are. The leader is now coming up to Deck. Oh, aquaplaning, you saw the spray there. So little grip. We're talking 10 seconds a lap slower. Look at that, that'll be 8 power. They can't put the power down. Right, if you look at the gripper meter in the bottom left-hand corner, just before you get to the time, which is at the moment at 17.5 minutes of this half an hour, 30-minute race. I was watching a GT, what's it called, Super GT video, and right at the beginning of this, and he was talking about when you get, yeah, look at that Deck getting out of the way, good lad. Watch. It's really struggling. And he's on intermediates, that's why. He bogged the dice, and it's on intermediates. That explains everything. So the gripper meter there, if it's you've got two demarcations in the middle. If it's above the second one, you really need wet tyres. So what's happening here is now 47 seconds behind JT, and he's been lapped by the leader He's about to be lapped by Tonic the Hedgehog. Well, it's understandable. He was rolling the dice. He's been rolling the dice to see what he could do. Put intermediates on, but intermediates. Look at that, 144 compared with the 117. It may come into his own in a lap or so, because the rain has stopped. So as this dries, you can see the gripper meter going down already. See how it changed colour when it got above that line? Now, as that happens, the wet tyres will become less effective. And if Deck could hold it together, he couldn't put his full power down. As I was saying with the McLaren Mercedes, I mean, that rating was real fast, it was ridiculous anyway, only 5 gigs, but yeah, it's interesting. Rolling the dice, seeing what he can do, if he can make up any spaces. He's catching. Now the race stopped, and there's a lot less standing water. He's catching Mikey. We have 10 minutes left. We're on lap 16, 10 minutes left of this 30-minute wet-dry race. Both Deck and Nico had weird incidents as they went around. Deck had a couple. One was because he went high in turn 1. Well, I'm thinking it's because he went high. I don't actually know. I'm thinking it's because he went high in turn 1 in the dirty bit of the track, or too close to the wall. The back end just came round him, and he ended up at the back. Look at how much time was taken out of Mikey. Look at that, you can see. I presume that's Mikey ahead of him. No, it's red light on this one. You could see something. Let's watch how he gets around this corner. As you can see there, he's staying on the inside. He's still taking liberties with the grass there, but he's on the inside of that white line, whereas when he lost the back end, he was on the out, he took the whole track. Oh, look at that, he is so definitely pushing hard. He's pushing hard, sliding into a corner, but he is gaining grip hand over fist. Look how the slipper meter, the gripper meter in the bottom left corner, next to the tyres, between the tyres and the time, is coming down, 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 down. Deck may not need to do another pit stop to get onto something better. Technically, according to this video I watched on the Swift GT, with the grip as it is right now, you would be able to use racing softs or something like that and get better times. But look at the time coming down. Look at the time coming down. Now that's against Mikey, and Mikey is only watching. Mikey seems to be enjoying these changeable conditions. Oh, he's doing the Scotty, what I call the Scotty flashy lights, and I could call it the Diaco, because Diaco does it too. Flashy lights, put them off, distract them. Well, that's interesting. They made a bunch of time, and now not. So is this a problem with Polyphony's thing, where once it gets too dry, wet and intermediates are treated the same? Because that's bullshit in real life. Wets would fall apart after 3 laps on a dry track, whereas intermediates, I mean, I remember the Michelin years, where intermediate, which would wear down to a slick, was really, really fast. And that's how some people, they could stick onto an intermediate tyre when it had worn down to a slick. Schumacher was very good at that, where he could do such good times on a slick intermediate. Michelin tyres were so good. These Pirellis are crap. And it's interesting because my favourite, the best tyres I've ever driven on my cars was a Pirelli P6000. Now that's an old tyre, I know it's an old tyre, and I've never had any money, so I never had good tyres, but these were on the car when I bought it, and just the level of grip they had compared with what I was used to buying. I never used to buy bad tyres, because if your tyre blows, you know, that's a major problem. It's a safety issue to me. You spend money on the tyres, I mean, but the Pirelli P6000s were the expensive tyres of the day, and they actually would have ended up costing more than the car was worth. But still, great under braking and cornering, turning, just having really good tyres. And they were Pirellis, but apparently Michelin are the tyres to have these days for a long time now. But of course that doesn't, so it's killed up one of the second. And Mikey was catching JD up, who's gone wide. Mikey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Mikey showboating. Oh, you Mikey, you nut job. Have you been on the Guinness again? It's a Saturday night. Because that is definitely showing off. I'm going to give that a 6.5 for my driftometer. To the S-Bends. He's obviously decided he's just going to like have some fun now. Right, 25 minutes of this 30-minute race over. Let's put 5 minutes. Wrong button. 5 minutes. 5. It's got 5. Let's be nice to people. JD's having a lot of fun. JD now, considering JD comes from Southern California, where if it rains, everyone in a car dies, including the passengers, because they don't know what rain does. Hey man! Oh right, okay, so I've got to go back to watching clips of Saturday Night Live, where they've got a bunch of blonde people doing a sort of a fake soap opera from California. They go, hey man! If you take this road going down, oh, we've got the, look at that! He's flashing his lights. Hey man, you go down rodeo, drive down the motorbike drive, and then take the next one. You get there faster. Like that. And they always start with the phrase, what are you doing here? Like that. So, that's basically how I do it. Alright, so Mika's coming in. He's had enough of your wet tyres. He's coming in to try again with only 3.5 minutes left to go. I'm wondering whether that's the best idea, because did he think he had enough time? JD's overtaken him. JD's overtaken and naked him. And Mikey. But they are only just in front of him, and he's on these. He's now saying it's dry on these gripper meter. Wow, there's so much more grip. He's just cruising past them, man. Mikey's just got out the wall. Mikey's showing off. That's not. Oh, a full 360. 8.8 for the 360 a meter. 8.8, Mikey. Right, let's go to the front. Oh, there's a big Tommy the Hedgehog. Sammy. And, right, we may stay here for a while. I probably should have been watching this, but, you know, we've got to look after the Irish people. And that is a terrible Irish accent. And no, it's not a Cork accent, Mikey. This can't. I need help. Oh, look at that! Wall riding, what's going on, Sammy? What are you doing? So I was right, but Tonic the Hedgehog being here, super fast as he is, and he needs to change his name from Giant Tonic to Tonic the Hedgehog. I just think he just does. And they're all on wet tyres. Interesting. Oh, he's got the run! He's helping his fellow teammate to keep ahead of Tonic. He knows it's got nothing to do with the points. but see, I know these guys. I know these guys. Tonic wants to win the race. Sammy wants to win the race so that he can overtake Deck in first place in the championship. This is a good fight. Look how clean this is. How are these guys not hitting each other? I'd hit myself on this track. Look at that. So what Sammy wants to do here is get ahead of Tonic so that Timo can let him have the lead. And yes, I do absolutely 100% believe that, because in the last race we were watching, that's what happened. Look at him, look at him, it's happening now. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's a 7, that is. High speed, but Tonic's getting past. Tonic's messing up with the plan. Team Finlander is not able to arrange for a Sammy to get the lead because Tonic is in the way. I am very glad Tonic is in the way because I don't actually like that. I don't like Team Tic Tacs. Though if you think about it, Tonic, being Irish and having the Team Tic Tacs, though it's still very clean. I mean, I'm not saying anyone's cheating. I am one of the people that is full. Oh, what the hell is going on? He was miles back. Who's that now? Who's what? Who's there? Deck isn't laughing himself. What is going on? Deck isn't laughing himself, and he's ahead of Tonic. Now I know that the Irish lads really look after each other. I know that. I also know that the Finnish lads really look after each other. And I have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. Your brothers, you know, you've got to look after your bros. That's how it's got to be. Brothers or sisters, don't give a crap what your genitals are like. You just got to look after fam. I can't believe I just said fam. Family. So it's, oh, what's going on? Wrong button. Oh, lap 24, it's all ended. It's all ended out of the blue. So, Timo wins. Sammy second. Tonic third, there are no points. Miko has done a fantastic job. He's going to end up fourth, whether he likes it or not, because honestly, guys, you've got to add a longer time for the end. Mika, JD, Mikey, who really seemed to be having a bad time today. Was it the car? Was it just the track? Was it, who knows? And then Deck, who had some really bad luck, some dodgy things happening. Who knows what they were? Shook the dice with the intermediates. Right. Okay. So that's the lead. Well done, everybody. What a fantastic race. That was actually really, really good. Sorry for missing 99% of it. I'm not very happy with that. And what's with the slipstream didn't seem like real. Darren, hello Darren. How you doing, bud? It's great to see you in the chat, mate. Right, so yeah, Deck, I don't know. We're going to go over this now. Let's make sure we. Oh, come on. Whoa! Come on. I want to save the replay. Oh crap. So I'm going to wait for. Oh, God. See, this is another thing about polyphony. Why do I have to wait for the end of the event for it to actually finish before I can save the replay? That's just nuts, man. Time runs out. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Yeah. Honestly, Tony the Hedgehog, I think it's a fantastic name. I mean, you don't have to change it, but nor will I be upset if you don't. I'm going to call you that anyway. Oh, and hello. Hello! I don't know which accent I'm doing right now. It's just making it up as I go along. Right, time runs out, finally. Come on, let's get this thing saved. Get on with it. There. Savoury playment times. What a load of crap. Right, well done, everybody. Get lost. I want to find out. So we had the first lap. I wanted to find out what's going on. Lap 9, and then we need to find what that was on lap 9. That happened with Deck, and also happened. We need to find out from lap 1 what happened to Mika, who back end just went, but it did not look like anyone was close enough to him to hit him. So I don't know. We just got to have a look. Let's have a look. Right. Let's get to my items. So glad that Tonic was there. Made a really fast race of it. And it's such a shame that Deck wasn't there too, because honestly, Deck, you were there. The slipstream was really fast. You know what I should have done? I should have had a look at the settings to see if slipstream was on something. So, Deck, can you comment in the chat, please? Oh, and can you comment in the chat, please, about taking corner 1? Because it looked right. Oh, whoa. Stop. That's a stupid bloody thing. Display all. Right, who are we going to go on board with? Let's have a look. We need lap 1. So I think the first one we need to go on board with is Mika, who you see. JD got a superb start there. And Sammy got a really good start. Sammy always seems to get a good start. Sammy guys have got a good start. Oh, there you go. Something weird happened there. Alright, so maybe it was Miko. It was Miko, wasn't it? Oh! On face. So he's starting 5th. JD gets a good start. Starts. Well, no, actually, he got a really good start. Okay, so Miko got a good start. Oh, why doesn't it turn when you... Oh, you start saying that. Oh, stop it, Andrew. Richie always tells me off. Stop doing it. Though, to be fair, Mikey keeps trying to get me to do a Cork accent. If only I could. Okay, so Miko got an excellent start there, as did JD and Sammy. I think the best start that we got was from Miko. Right. What the holy crap was that? I don't even know what happened there. Right, let's change. Let's start from this direction. So it's catching up. Inside, outside line. What? All right, so it's got out on the outside of Deck. Right, let's go on board with Deck. Oh, come on. Let's get... The Deck was on pole for a crap start. Bogged down, yeah, all right, fair enough. Sammy, great start, space around the outside. Miko, outside of Tonic. Right, nothing to do with that whatsoever. Oh, wait a minute. And Sammy also has a problem there. Wow, it's all happening here, isn't it? Let's go on board with a Tonic. Okay, so Sammy's on the outside. Right. Okay. Look at this. Sammy, on your room. Turns across Tonic. Front left quarter of Tonic, and the rear right quarter of Miko contact, and that seems to cause Miko to spin, but it was because Miko moved across. That's what it looked like to me. Again, absolutely not maliciously. None of the people in this... I have seen no evidence to show me that people race that way here. Yeah, you can see he didn't turn out, didn't stay straight, he just went around the corner. So, that sorts that one out. So it's coming up side, Sonic, look at the steering wheel. Oh, except he doesn't turn in either. So that's a glitch, surely. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This is a glitch. The steering, going straight, that's a turn left. Okay, slightly that way, but that's a tiny, tiny movement. It's got to be lag, that's a glitch. That's just ridiculous. Oh my God. Right, let's have a look on board with Sammy. What a start, man. Seriously, what a start. That looks like weight transfer to me. It's on board with Deck. He was on the inside of him. The only, if Deck had hit him, then that would explain it, but I don't think so. I know there's a lot of comments, I'm just trying to concentrate on this. Turning. Yeah, that doesn't look like does not look like anything untoward happened there. Let's go on chase cam and do it this way. And they're close, but then Sammy goes out and they're nowhere near each other. Sammy comes in a bit and taps into the side of Deck. Alright, okie dokie. All very unfortunate because all these guys are super fast. Right, let's have a look what's being said in chat. You can say the replay on time. Yeah. Slipstream was correct, but it felt weird. Did they change it? Well, the notes I saw about the update didn't mention slipstream. It mentioned tyre wear and suspension settings for some cars, not all cars, and of course all this crap about lots of competitions going on. It was an interesting race, Dyko. It was an interesting race. I think the spin on the straight was accidental. Which spin? There's so many. Thanks for the invite. It was a fun race. It was great having that was weird. It was weird. Lag, yep, that's what I'm thinking. It looks like lag, yep. It looked like it hit my rear, yep. Although the exact same thing happened to me in the daily yesterday. Car suddenly just veered left at almost 90 degrees. Should have been that aggressive at the start, but I cannot see in the cockpit very much to the left. Lobby was set to real slipstream. Okie doke, so that explains about... unless Polyphony have actually changed slipstream, or maybe it's something to do with the weather settings. The weather settings, I don't know. So, okay, we need to carry on board with Deck, because Deck, let's watch this. I know we've got lots of people around, a bit of a fight. Oh, Sammy and Timo kissing and making not friends. Get out of the way. Again, I stress, not on purpose. These guys don't do that kind of crap. If they did, I'd be the first person to call it out because I bloody hate that. And Darko hates it, even though he likes to put me up the dum-dum because I'm parking on the corner. Yep, I am bitter. You should wait and just go round me. Oh, that was quite good. That was quite good. Let's I know we're not going to be on board with Deck, but I want to see that. Let's see that from there. Look at that. Look. I mean, look at that. Oh my God, the lag! The lag is so bad! Becky, front face. Oh, the face. Right, so slipstream back again. The slipstream is a lot more powerful here today. I mean, in a way, it is more real. Okay, so you got past ahead, but then Sammy starts coming back with his slipstream, but then you've got these S-bends, but he goes in deep. Sammy does the switchy backy. This is see, that kind of switch back was a Condor moment. Anyone that's from the UK and old enough to remember pipe tobacco advertisements. My dad used to smoke Bruno Flake. Years later, I tried to pipe. I mean, I've never actually smoked, but I thought, I'll try a pipe. And I got Bruno, and it was horrible. It was really nasty stuff. I got Condor, and it was really quite smooth, and I don't recommend you do either, though, because God, catch an heart attack is bad. I noticed that. But there was coming back, but he couldn't do anything about it. So we gave Timo sort of helping hand, and look how high he is. Oh, wrong face. So. This looked like a really good four-way fight for the win because the top four are all super fast and very, very closely matched. So, there's no wall riding because there's no sparks coming off the wall. But then the back end starts to go. You see there? Just too high. Let's watch this again. So that gives Timo a bit of a bump draft. Look tap. Back to under bum bum. Timo he's got a real run on Sammy. Where all sorts of bad things happen there. So this is where Deck ends up at the back. And this is what I call bad. Okay, McLaren's fastest straight line, but it's the one to get there. Okay, so low end torque. It's got a good top end. Now it's interesting because correct me if I'm talking out my bumhole here, but I've noticed sometime. I thought I've noticed the McLaren not being so fast at the top end, but being good at looking after its tyres and having a decent neutral handling. Is that something that's changed, or is it just? I don't know. Right, so that's where Deck's race was destroyed, and I've got a nasty feeling you've lost the lead, even though you got whatever that word is. You got 3 points. 3 points for qualifying first. Fastest lap. Now, the fastest lap ended up going to Tonic, but Tonic can't take any points. So you need to, whoever's going to look at this needs to make sure they know who got the second fastest lap. On lap 15, turn 1, made a cracking save from a spin. Well, we were watching you spin. Right, so we need to go to lap 9 first. I wish there's a way I could just go. Oh no, this is one lap forward, isn't it? No. Lap 9, okay. Right, so we're on board with the Deck, who is making his way past people. He's got past Mikey, he's got past Deck. No, JD, he is Deck. Going past Mika. And this is where, you see, he's kind of, it looks like he's ahead, but he's on a higher line. So when he ends up on the straight, oh, that's what I thought happened. Right, let's go on board so we can look at the stick. Behave. I was going to look at the steering input, but you can't see a steering wheel. That's great. You can't see the bloody steering wheel. So it's turning a little bit, turning a little bit. His line is pretty consistent out the side. Boom. Yeah, that didn't change his line. He was on an arc. But you can see, it's much more muchness. I mean, that's kind of ahead, but you've got the arc. Yeah, to me, he could straighten out with deck alongside the steering wheel. See the buttons. He's got plenty of room on the inside, and he straightens out. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy at all. Look how much room he's got on the inside. He turns nowhere near the apex. Barely hit the apex, but now there's plenty of room to deck, and he moves out and hits it. I'm not happy about that at all. That's Yes. Right, so what we're looking for. So, Diaco, I think you and the stewards need to have a look at that. Lap 9, end of lap 9. Okay, so let's see, where was it? Let me just find what you said, Mikey. Lap 15, lap 15, turn 1, okay. Let's get on board with Mikey. So have you got any sort of answers? Yeah, of course, it could have definitely been lag. Have you got any answers to why you didn't seem to click with this track tonight? I guess it's the first time you've done the reverse one. It certainly was today the first time I've done the first one. Did I just say it was the first time I've done the first one? Oh my God. It was the first time I've done the reverse high-speed ring. There you go. English, Andrew. Bleep, 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 bleep. He speaks English. Right, okie dokie. Right. Let's go back a little bit because I want to see. You can see there's a bit of rain coming. Oh, the wetometer is actually quite. Let's go back a bit further. Oh, right, we're on board with Mikey. The rain is definitely here. Let's go back a bit more because that was fun watching him completely outbreak himself there. You can see the gripometer in turn 1 there. It's just below the line. So according to Super GT, that means it's still okay. Bad, but still okay. Out of tunnel. Oh, but on the outside of the tunnel, it's over that line. That would have put you out. Oh, you've never done high-speed ring today. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Now, you can see now how little traction Mikey has. Oh, he's going for JD. He's got past JD. JD but they're in wet tyres. They're both on wet tyres. Both on wet tyres. So there's no excuse other than the fact that you've got no traction. It's not just grip. Lateral grip, it's traction. You know, you've got hundreds of horsepower trying to get put down. It wasn't turn 1. I mean, okay, we're on lap 13 now. I just wanted to see how you approach the first of the water. You can say you're full. Oh wow, that AMG Corvette is so quick and straight on compared with that Aston Martin. Whoa! Yeah, it was turn 1, mate. Let's do that again. turns in, he goes too high, he can't stop, he's got too much speed. The back end goes like that does, but then it starts with a fish tail slapper. A tail slapper, not a tank slapper. There's no handlebars, there is no fuel tank. Nothing is slapping into a fuel tank. Not a motorbike, not a tank slapper. Formula One idiots, you need a slap. I'll slap your tanks. Idiots. God, to me that's even worse than not knowing where it's having one of these. I mean, tank slapper, motorcycles, not cars. Yes, that was very good. That was very good. Very good. Right, so what else did we need to look at before we go? Was there anything else? So Dex had his 2 incidents that's kept him at the back. He tried intermediate tyres, didn't work. Weird to me how the intermediates didn't get faster and faster compared with the wets as the track dried. They got a bit faster for a little while, and then they didn't. It's like that's some sort of fine tuning they really need to sort out. It really is. That was dodgy as anything, that is. Slipstream, as people say, bit weird. Bit weird how that slipstream worked. I mean, to me, it looked more real, actually. But it is different to what it was before. What else can I say? The lag that is really causing some problems. Like I say, no one. I mean, I wouldn't say this just because I want to suck up to people. My experience of the eDTM is people don't punt people off, and that's really nice. And you can see, watching Tonic and everyone at the front give each other room, it's so good to see, because it's the skill level. You know, it's a skill I haven't got. I can't do it, and therefore I admire it that much more. But yeah, that lag causes... Is it? Oh, good. Thank you very much. I'm glad. It was a cracking race. I'm really, really glad. I mean, so did you answer your question about it also? Okay, first time. So, all right. Slante indeed. If I've said that right, I probably haven't. Though I do like to get my pronunciation of British languages, and by British I mean of the islands, not just England, Scotland, and Wales. England, Scotland, Wales. I'm talking about the centre of the universe, the islands of the Britons, the Scots, which everybody should know came from what we now call Ireland. The Picts, my people, because that's where I come from. Well, not me personally, but my ancestors. Plus the Vikings, plus Ireland through my mother, plus... God. Actually, I was really disappointed. I used to take the pee out of my kids because they were Welsh, and I, as far as I knew, had no Welsh ancestry. I was so pleased by that I could take the pee out of them for being Welsh, and I wasn't. And then my mother discovered that she has got Welsh ancestry. That peed me off. But other than that... Powered by Guinness. Yes, but it's a DTR deck, not a GLR deck. Right, so unless... I'm going to give it a second. Irish blood. Yeah, I got you. Through my mother. Absolutely. 100%. Well, not 100% Irish, duh. But yeah. From my mother's side, there's definitely Irish blood in there. From my dad's side, the Mar clan comes from Braemar Castle, which are actually more Pict than Scot. And if, as you know, the Scots invaded what we now call Scotland from Ireland and pushed the Picts east. Plus, there's my grandfather was from Durham County, the Mars, and yeah, it's lots of Viking in there as well, which is why I like the Vikings. So all I can say is there's a reason why I like redheads. Christmas test. Right. Anyway, getting back to the point, the technical point. Is there anything else people need to see before I bugger off and tell you all to get lost? Is there anything? So we're talking challengey thing here now, right? Hello? Anybody? Any other laps? I don't remember things. Though, I would like to say, watching Deck unlap himself at the end, out of the blue, that was fantastic. Your friend?